stop overcomplicating things that are meant to be simple. If we come over here, I've got this one, which I also think looks really good, but then you got this one, which, I really like this one. Something I want to show you here is when you look at these fingers over here, they're very, very, very simplified, but they get the job done. And just to give you a quick demonstration of how I was able to do something like creating these pants over here, if we go through the undo history, you can see that it was just me using the standard brush, dropping in some lines here and there, smoothing them out, and you just do that on a loop until you get that. These lines especially that you see creating like the seam lines of the pants, those ones I used the /3 brush to create like that. Actually, I think these folds over here might be deserving of a bit more focus. You can see I actually did use masks to separate that from the other side of the mesh. Then I used the move brush to actually move that around, and you can see it here as well, where I was using the move brush to move this around, more than enough for what I needed to be. And so we come here to this other design. I really like this design, and you can see I also even sculpted in like a cape over there. It's kind of tied into the shoulder guards or something like that. I don't even know, but who cares, man? I just want it to look nice. I want it to look cool. That's what I want. And so this one is kind of crazy. It's kind of like hard surface stuff. Beautiful shapes, beautiful lines. I love this. We've got some alphas and we've got this really nice detail at the back. I did not intend to create this, but it just happened to come together by accident, and it looks cool as hell. It's beautiful. If we come up here, you can see we've got this like cool texture going on here. We've got like this cool design, and the reason this is actually stretching out like that is because of the UVs. We did not create the UVs before we started doing this with the texture or whatever, which is why this looks like that. I mean, if you wanted to fix that, you'd have to use UVs. I just didn't care enough to do that. And you can see we've got some nice fabric over here, and ooh, very nice. I like the seam. The seam is actually modeled. It's not like an alpha or something. You got these nice indent on the shoulder guards, and it kind of looks like a face, which is why I ended up putting that there. I just think it adds some character to the character. Now, if we look at this over here, these like maybe like overalls or something, I don't know. Like, I'm telling you, it doesn't even matter. Like, I just think it looks nice. And we did the same thing here with this, with standard brush, but unlike the other one, this one is actually much more complicated than that, because these seams are actually modeled. They're actually real modeled, unlike the other ones, which which was this one. You can see that like these are just sculpted. These are just sculpted with this /3 brush, which is right there. But with this one, it's actually modeled. That's why it's so high definition there. And the boots, these are kind of crazy though. Very, very interesting design. Making this model over here, I was sculpting this out. You can see we've got some cloth over here. We've got this, and if we take a look at the shoulder guard, there's actually a decent amount of detail going on here. You've got this so very complex, and then you got this, which is a really nice design. I really like the way it's like a staircase and it goes up. I really like that. Very, very nice, very appealing. I think it's very appealing. We come here. I was actually trying to make the armor from that other model a bit more clean, and I ended up getting completely carried away. I actually started modeling this like helmet thing, face guard. I don't know. I started doing this and I completely forgot about what I was doing down there. So this actually looks relatively finished, you know. I think it looks pretty good. When we come here and we look at the detail in this neck clothing item, how I was able to do this is something I explain on this video that's on screen right now.